DreamDivorce.tv. You came to this channel, you found us because you feel awful, or sad, or angry, or frustrated, or terrified, or all those things, like all at the same time. You can't work, you can't sleep. I have been there. I've been divorced 3 times. It always sucks. I know, it's a big deal. It's always a big deal. I'm glad it's a big deal. It should be. Yeah, sorry. I was going to start today's episode about something else, but this is what's irritating me right now. I'm not having the greatest day of all days. Yes, this is DreamDivorce.tv. Love your divorce for the rest of your life. But that doesn't mean that every day is going to be a great day. One of the things that bugs me actually is if you go to the online dating sites, you know, there are all these people there that are telling you that their life is fantastic and it's all good. Not like it can't be true and you can't also be divorced, or it can't be true and you also can't be 55 and single. But I think that's kind of jive. The other thing is that if you, sometimes women say on their profile, guys don't have a picture of you shirtless in your bathroom. And I don't have that, but still nobody responds. So the thing that snuck up and started to really irritate me today that I did not expect, you're gonna laugh, is this relaxing music. I was setting up for the shot and doing all the stuff, and I had some music on, regular playlist, and like a long thing came on that is music for Reiki, which is an energy healing, which is good. I mean, if you've had it, I've had it. It's super great. It's just so calm. I mean, it started to get under my skin. Like, it's the kind of music that people put on when they want you to be calm, and you don't want to fucking be calm. Yeah, it was so peaceful and calm in that totally like flutes and soft thing way that I felt manipulated and I got more irritated. And it reminded me of a time my parents were getting divorced. All of a sudden they were like, dude, boom, we're getting divorced. And my dad said, oh, I want you to go see this therapist. You have things to talk about. And I was like, so I went in there and they were not there. I think it was a husband and wife therapist team. Their door was locked and I couldn't get into the waiting room or anything. Saturday morning, before 9 o'clock, I'm dressed all in black. My dad has made me go to see these therapists. So I just laid down. The elevator door binged. They entered, or they saw me in the elevator lobby laying on the floor. And they were like, oh my gosh, what? Oh, geez, oh, sorry, we're late. Oh, they were 5 minutes late. But that's late if you're the therapist, right? I mean, come on. And they rushed in and they said, come on in, have a seat. If you want some water, we'll put some hot water on. The music they put on was this kind of music. It was so soft and so calming and so relaxing that I got irritated about it. I got irritable, man. I was listening to the Sex Pistols or the Talking Heads, or I don't know, stuff like that. B-52s, The Clash, Dead Kennedys, Minor Threat. They came out 5 minutes later and they said, how are you doing? You okay? They were still a little nervous. And I said, yeah, man, but this music is really driving me crazy. And in retrospect, I think I shouldn't have said crazy because the guy, I think it was the guy, went, what? Oh, wow, what's the music? And he took off and he went to check it and change it and something. And yeah, I've laughed about that many times. Poor guy. I don't know if it helped. I don't have any idea what I said. Of course I had things to talk about, but I had never done that before. I didn't know what I had to talk about. I didn't know what I felt. That's probably why I needed to go. Let's see, is there a point to this story? Because I'm supposed to be your divorce coach and I'm supposed to tell you things that are useful either during your divorce or helpful to get over your divorce and move on with the rest of your life, right? That's what this show is about. I guess I would say that the lesson for today is that it's not about them. It's not about the music. It's not the music's fault that I got irritable. It wasn't the doctor's fault that I got irritable. It was me. And when I say fault, it was my fault. Yeah, it was my fault, but I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel it's like fault. That means it's a problem or a mistake or you should get blamed for it. I'm saying I'm taking the responsibility. And when you're getting divorced, the hardest thing to do is take responsibility. Maybe you've noticed that you can't stop thinking about that other person. You can't stop trying to either figure out why they did what they did or how they can get away with saying what they said or where do they think that they get off or How do they think that this is okay? All those questions, it's a trap. It's a trap to keep you focused on them and not on yourself. But who's springing the trap? Who's doing the trap? You. You. It's a distraction. Whatever happened in your divorce, I don't know. Maybe you left, maybe the other person left you, maybe you both decided, what the hell are we doing here? I don't think that's the point, and I don't think that matters. All three of my wives left me. My mind wants to go to like, oh, you didn't do this right, or the other person didn't do that right. Some part of our mind wants to judge and make a decision about who was right and who was wrong and whose fault it is, and that person didn't do the thing that they were supposed to do so that I could get what I wanted. Well, guess what? They feel the same way. So I guess my message here is that it's actually never about them, the other person, or the other thing. It's never about the music. How about that? It's never about the music. It's you. If your buttons are pushed, if you're upset, if you're confused, if you're freaked out, and you're doing that to yourself, like, why do I keep coming back to that place where she said this, or he didn't do that, or this was a promise and they broke their promise? Okay, that's really, really something for you because you're stuck on that. These are the opportunities in divorce. You know, not that like, oh, it's going to all be okay, or it's you're going to be better than ever. I mean, it could be okay. You could be better than ever, but you know what's going to make the difference? You. Are you going to make it okay? Are you going to make it you're better than ever? Because nobody else is going to do that. That's part of the wake-up call of getting divorced. Nobody's going to take care of you. No one's going to make sure you're okay. You got to do it for yourself. Okay, maybe that's depressing. Maybe that's sad. But I think it's the truth. And I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy to take care of yourself and to know that you can. You have to be able to take care of yourself. Or, I don't know, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You can crawl up in a ball and you can stay there for as long as you want. If that's good for you, I think you should do it. And when you're ready to come out of that place, the world will be here, however you want to deal with that. My advice, take your time, be nice to yourself, do some research to figure out what's going with your divorce. Subscribe below, send me a note, tell me if I suck. If you want me to talk about something, let me know what it is. DreamDivorce.tv. Love your divorce for the rest of your life, even if today is poopy.